At the time.
Mm-hmm.
And what else do you do aside with the city? With this?
We live.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? You know, there's people in this world that ain't shit. You know that?
Mm.
It is. There's some people in this world that can do some real harm to you. There's some people in this world that can be vindictive and shady and just vengeful.
Hey, Melissa. Hey, about you?
It's horrible. It's just terrible. It's terrible.
Mm.
Do you have that kind of heart?
Only if you do something to me, as you saw today.
No, but I'm just like, I'm a person that, if I've been done wrong, if it depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. If I'm in a space where I'm able to seek legal action, I'll seek legal action, but I won't seek legal action out of vengeance.
Hey, Monte.
I will seek legal action out of justice, getting justice for myself. I'm not a person that, says, well, you did this to me. I want you to suffer. I want you to suffer, bitch. That's just not my heart.
Well, that's mine.
That's not my heart. And, listen, everybody's entitled to handle things the way they see fit to handle them. And if that's the way you choose to handle things, then by all means, that's how you choose to handle them. Do I agree with it? No, I don't agree with it. But because I respect you and because I love you, and the one thing that I do is I try to respect everybody on the planet. I don't have an issue with you doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, for me, I choose to go a different route. You know, sometimes I'm like your family member who says, let God handle it or let the universe handle it. And let me tell you something. Listen, I am a
Hey, Derek.
strong believer in karma. I am. And the reason why I'm a strong believer in karma, because I have witnessed it. And I've witnessed it just about every single time that somebody has done me wrong. I've witnessed just
Hey,
the
Regina.
karma that comes down on them. You know what I'm saying? And karma is a horrible thing. And I'll tell you why. Karma is a horrible thing because karma might not get you. Might not get you for what you did to me. It might fall upon, well, it'll get you, but it might not get you directly. It may get the people that you love, like your mom or your dad or your sister or your brother. It might get your dog that you love so much. It may get your cat that you love so much. You know what I'm saying? You may lose your job. That check that you've been waiting for in the mail may not come until 3 or 4 months later, or may not come at all. You know what I'm saying? That's how karma has worked. Oh, excuse me. That's how karma has worked
Hey, Brenda.
in my favor. Karma has even brought death upon people. Not so much in my favor, but you know, like I told you, I remember I told you how, a lot of my friends, they treated me mean when I was a kid and stuff like that. I have had friends in my life were people that I thought were my friends in my life that treated me so mean and so horrible. And now they're dead. Now they're dead. And it's not because I wish death upon them or anything like that. It's not because I said to them, "Oh God, just do something to them, and make them suffer." It's just that's just the way it happened. That's just the way life happened for them.
Well, it makes me sick to my stomach when you stop me from doing the things that I want to do to people that fuck with us.
Well, I mean, I'm sorry, Papa. I wasn't trying. I don't be
And I
trying
only
to.
listen because like you said, I try to be respectful to you.
Right,
And I'm like, oh, he don't want me to do this because I don't give a fuck.
right. But
I
it's
don't,
listen,
because once you fuck with me, it's on and popping. Especially if I ain't never did nothing to your crazy cat shit, crazy loony motherfucking ass that ain't never gonna be shit after today.
right. But see, Papa, listen. I don't. I'm not trying to stop you. I'm not trying. I don't be trying to stop you from doing things. I just be trying to get you to rationalize.
But
I
you
don't
have to,
listen. At the end of the
but
day, I do not.
you have to
Listen.
understand
Hold on,
something.
hold on. Let me finish. You're my husband, right?
Mm-hmm.
And what you think and how you feel matters the most to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there are things that you're going to do that I'm not going to agree with. And there are things that you're going to do that I'm going to be on board with. But even the things that you do that I don't agree with doesn't stop me from loving you any less.
I know
And
that.
I'm not trying to control you in any kind of way. If you feel, and this is what I want you to understand for future reference, if you feel at any given time that you need to respond to something or react to something and I don't agree with you, I don't want you to not do what's on your heart, or what's on your mind, or how you feel. I want you to go on ahead and pursue and do whatever it is you're gonna
No,
do.
but I just
You
sometimes
understand what I'm
feel
saying?
like you be pleading the case for them.
No,
Oh,
I'm not. I'm not pleading nobody's case for
you
you.
have to look at it from this side. I don't have to look at it from no side. Once you fuck with me and my husband, it's on and popping. I don't give a fuck what side you coming from. I don't care if you coming from the left, the right, the front, the back. Fuck you, fuck your life, fuck your miserable existence, and fuck your animal too.
And you have every right to feel that way. And I don't have no right to impose upon
Because when
that.
you fuck with me, you got the right bitch to fuck with. Trust me on that one. You got the right bitch to, because I will destroy every fucking thing in your already miserable motherfucking life. And you know who the fuck I'm talking to, bitch. Because I know you watching. I will destroy everything around you, under you, on top of you, on the left side of you, the right side of you. Keep fucking with me, bitch, and keep saying my motherfucking name. I promise you this. I promise you when I'm done, you'll regret the day you ever met Joseph motherfucking McCrae. I promise you that on everything that I motherfucking love. I promise you that, bitch. Now, welcome to Pillow Talk tonight.
You feel better?
Hey, BL.
You feel
You
better?
right, BL. Period, poo, in that motherfucking order.
You feel better?
No, I don't, because I still want to do what I want to do, but I'm not going to do what I want to do because
Right.
you don't want me to do it.
Listen, all I'm asking you to do is I don't want you to go to the point where, you'll be in jail
Oh, I ain't going to be
or
in jail.
you'll hurt somebody
Oh,
or
I ain't going to
something
be in
like
jail.
that.
But let me tell you something. I'll confuse a bitch mind so bad that they'll hurt their motherfucking self before I have to hurt them. Trust me and believe that. Because the bitch is already cuckoo for fucking Cocoa Puffs. So it ain't going to take much.
Well, that's over with. It's over with. Is it done? Is it over with?
I'm done.
Okay. Well, um,
Hey,
I
y'all.
don't have nothing to say. What can I say?
There's nothing to say.
I can't get mad at you. I can't get mad at you for saying what's on your mind. I want you to be able to express yourself, regardless of
I've
whether
been
I
wanting to
agree
get that
with
out all
you.
motherfucking
I
day.
know you've been wanting to get it out. I listen. I want you to be able to say whatever it is that's on your mind and on your heart. If you feel as though somebody has done me or us wrong, then and that's the way you feel. You
Right,
feel like
Regina, I
you feel the
said
need
what
to
I
express
said.
it. Then go on ahead and do it. I'm just saying to
Hey,
you
Leon.
that that's not how I operate. That's not how I operate. People, listen. As
Can we move on? Because the
no,
more
but
you talk
I
about
just
it, you
need to
making
explain
me
this.
angry.
I just need to explain this to everybody. As married as we are, and as together of a union we are two individual people that don't think the same. That's one of the things that we love about one another. That's what makes us so unique to one another, is that we don't think the same. We're on the same level, and there are things that we do think the same, right?
Hmm.
But we're different, guys. We're different. Sometimes I don't agree, or sometimes I look at some of the things that Joseph does, and I look at it and I say, I wouldn't do it that way. He looks at me and says the same thing. Well, I wouldn't handle it that way. Y'all, as y'all can see, but it doesn't make me love him any less. It doesn't make me look at him any lesser than I ever look at him. I always look at him at face level, at the same level as myself, and sometimes even higher, because he's my husband. I look up to him and he looks up to me. So, I just wanted to put that out there, is, that, you know, as much as we may, agree, we do disagree on some things. We do not handle everything the same, you know, and I respect my husband's way of doing things, and he respects my way of doing things, and that's just that.
Was just to say, in the kingdom or with the kings, they don't want this heat.
No, 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 and you're absolutely right. And see he go off. I'm just calm. He did Joseph, when he get ready to get somebody. Oh, he gonna get your ass. He gonna
Right,
bring your
yeah.
ass. He gonna bring your ass together, right? With me, I'm gonna do the same thing, but I try to do it in a diplomatic way. And Joseph be like, Trammell, would you just get on with it? He'd be like, Trammell, would you just go ahead and get on with it? I'm gonna now that same statement that he just made, I would say the same thing. I agree with everything he just said, but I would say it like this: leave me alone. You leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone. You don't say anything about me, I won't say anything about you. You go to your corner, I go to my corner, and that's it.
After all the bullshit they spewed about me, oh no, that's way too calm, honey. That's for somebody that's just talking la 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 shit,
Yeah, I mean,
not big shit.
look at the stuff they said about
Hey,
me.
Derek.
The
But
same thing they said
it was
about you,
said
they said
about it
about
was
me.
said about both of us.
Right, it was said about
But
both of us.
that's what I'm saying. If you choose to be la 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 about it, that's
It's not me choosing to be la 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 about it. It's just that I'm just not.
Can we move,
My
please?
temper is not like yours.
Can we move on to something else?
Yeah,
Cause I'm trying to calm down, honey.
yeah. We can move on to something else. What you want to talk about? Hmm?
Mhm.
What you want to talk about?
I don't care, life, love, how you know. Never mind. I ain't gonna be that shady, honey, but I can.
What about what happened today on the
Melissa said I'm
subway?
already rocking back and forth.
What about what happened today on the subway in New York City? I thought that was sad. That someone got
Thank you,
stabbed.
Leo.
There were actually 4 stabbings on the New York City subway today, and I had to say, I had to shake my head today and say,
Right,
what
Regina.
what are we doing? What are we doing, people? It's like, what are we doing? Why is there so much violence? You know.
Yes, Melissa, I was gonna call you and make sure you was okay. Cause one of them happened up in the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
And then I fell asleep.
And I'm like, why is there so much violence? It's just sad when you hear stuff like that. It really is. And then you say to yourself, "Thank you, Jesus, that I wasn't on the train," because that's what I was saying to myself. Thank you, God, I wasn't on the train.
We
But
give them uh,
what? What are we gonna say?
We get them done in Jersey.
Get what done in Jersey?
Oh, nails.
Oh yeah, we get our nails done in Jersey. Not too far from my house. It's like right around the corner. We get our nails done. And the nail tech that we go to, she's really good. She's really good. And she, one of the things I like about the nail tech that does our nails is that she's very good at following directions. Like last week when you told me to tell her to gel my nails a little bit more so they'd be stronger and
Mm-hmm.
tougher, she actually did that. She actually did it because I told her what to do, and she actually did that. So I like the nail tech that we go to, and I like the fact that she listens to what the customer says, and she does a great job. She really does. She does a really great job. She did a wonderful job on Joseph's nails, and I am very very satisfied with mine. Very satisfied with mine. Yeah. Well, we just to give y'all an update on us relocating to Georgia. It's a possibility we may be relocated to Georgia a little bit early. We don't have a set date yet, but hopefully it may be sooner than we think. So you guys keep your fingers crossed that everything goes well for us because um, as much as I will miss my family, I am ready to go. I am. I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?
I've been ready to go.
I am ready to go. I'm just ready to go. I'm ready to go and start off fresh in a new state um, where, you know, I think that, Joseph and I will just evolve and prosper. I'm just so looking forward to that. I have so many dreams of what's going to happen to us when we move to Georgia. And speaking of that, a funny thing happened today. I was on my Facebook and I received a call. Right, I received a call from somebody, and I didn't somebody called me on Facebook Messenger, and the name looked familiar. It just looked familiar to me, and so I answered the phone, and the guy was like, "Hey, what's up, Jamel?" And I was like, "Hi, how are you?" And he said, "Turn your camera on." He said, "I want to see you." He said, "And I want you to see me. Can you see if you remember me?" And we got to talking. And he said, "Do you know who I am?" And I was like, "No." Because I was looking at his face. He said, "Do you know who I am?" I was like, "No." And he was like, "I'm such and such." And I was like, "Wow." I said, "I know who you are." And, because he had reminded me where we knew each other from. We actually grew up as children. We went to the same church. We actually went to high school together and the whole nine. And he was like, "Wow," he said, "it's good to see you." And he was calling me about another situation. And so, we were able to do a little catching up about, childhood friends and stuff like this. Where's this one? Where's that one? What's this one doing? And what's that one doing? And we had a really, really good conversation on the phone. And then, ironically, he told me that he
Don't say what part, please.
lived in the
The same
same
part of
place,
Georgia we
the same
moving
part
to.
of Georgia that we're moving to. And I was like, "Are you serious?" And he was like, "Yes." And I just thought it was so ironic and such a it was just such a great thing that this person who I went to school with and I was friends with not only in high school but in church lives in the same area where Joseph and I are going to be living. And I said, "Man," I said, "let's get together. Let's get together." Um and we can have dinner together or whatever. We just got to get together. And he's like, okay. I told him, I said, I'm gonna call you when I get to Georgia. And we hung up and we said our goodbyes, and that was it. But now that I'm really excited because and this is so crazy. The whole time that we were on vacation down in Georgia, right, Joseph? We were we went every time we went to the store, somebody would knock on our window and say, "What part of Jersey are you guys from?" And when we would tell them, they would say, "Oh, well, I'm from that part of Jersey," or "I know where you live at," or "This is where I live at." And they lived like either close to us or lived in the same town as we lived in. But now they live in Georgia. So a lot of people that we've met, I mean, we met at least three people?
Mm-hmm.
We met at least three people when we were on
On
vacation
3 different days.
on 3 different days that were from Jersey and that were from, places that we knew. Like one person that we met down there, he was like, "What part of Jersey you from?" And I was like, "I'm from Patterson." He was like, "I'm from Patterson too." And he said, "How old are you?" And I told him how old I was. We discovered that we were both the same age, so there was no way in the world that we couldn't have known the same
Hey,
people.
hubby edition.
And we ended up
Realizing y'all went to East Side High together.
yeah, we realized we went to school together, and so it's just been everything has just been so positive, so positive. And again, hey hubby, that's my friend, my hubby friend. um hey hubby. And from meeting people from our hometown to meeting people like hubby and lips who were just great gracious hosts. um
Very much so.
yes, I can't wait to go back to that Japanese restaurant again with them. I think we might have to make that a regular thing where we go like once a week or once a month or something like that.
I really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the
I don't think
conversation.
it was Japanese. I think it was Korean.
Was it Korean?
I believe it was Korean.
Yeah, I enjoyed the conversation more than anything else.
Right.
I did. I enjoyed the conversation more than anything else. I mean, guys, we are not exaggerating when we say that Lips and his husband are just great people. They are just beautiful people. They really are, and they're like our brothers now. I mean, we're so close now, and it's very difficult, and it's very hard to meet good people that you rock with, like Elle Manning. Elle Manning, she was a beautiful. Oh gosh, she was sweet. I love Elle Manning. I love her. I'm gonna be in her kitchen, like I'm gonna be in her kitchen every weekend. Like Elle Manning, what you cooking this weekend, honey? I'm gonna be in her house as soon as I get me a car. I'm gonna be in her house like every other day. Okay, either she gonna be at our house or we gonna be at her house. But y'all just don't understand how, like, Joseph and I, we've been married for 4 years, and for 4 years we've been wanting to meet a married couple like ourselves that we can like hang out with and have fun with and talk with, and they can relate to us and we can relate to them. And and here comes Lips. Like,
Okay.
Lips is like the spinning image of my husband. He act just like my husband. When I tell y'all he act just like my husband, he act just like Joseph. And then hubby, him and I, we relate to each other so much. We had such a beautiful conversation on
And that's
on the
crazy to me because me and Albie are both Aries.
And yeah, and they Aries. Him and hubby. Yeah.
He's more like you than he is me.
Yeah.
Cause me and Lips definitely got something in
Oh
common.
yeah, them two is like two
We'll
peas in a
flip a
pod.
table in a motherfucking minute,
Yes.
honey, and don't give two
Yes.
shits about who like it.
Yes. Them two is like two peas in a pot. I'm talking about attitude, personality, and the whole nine. They are just alike. It's scary because I never thought in the whole wide world that there would be another Joseph in this world, honey. But there is. His name is Lips. And hubby is like the funnest person. I love to hear him laugh. His laugh is so infectious. He's one of those people that will laugh. I don't know, do they watch people, do people in the chat watch Lips?
Mm-hmm.
If y'all watch Lips and y'all ever see the hubby edition when he has his husband on, his laugh is so infectious and he is just such a happy person. I love it. I love it. I do. I do. I love it. But I'm saying all this, guys, to say this. It's so hard to meet good people. It's hard to meet like Melissa. I love Melissa. Melissa, her laugh will make you laugh. Just to hear her laugh, you will start laughing. Just you don't even know what she laughing for, but you will start laughing. And but in person, she is just the quietest, sweetest person you ever want to be. I mean, she still laughs, but she is so quiet. She like when we met her, she was so quiet, and she was just so endearing and tentative to my husband. Thank you, Melissa. I would never forget that day. I would never forget that day when she came and Joseph was like, we had all went to Pride together, and Joseph just was not in a good space medical wise. He couldn't, it was hard for him to walk that day. It was kind of hot that day and stuff like that. But Melissa attended to Joseph like they was brother and sister. She did. She made sure like she was like, you need some water. Do you want to stop and sit
She
down?
got me some water, even though I sent her in the wrong direction.
Yes, she was just so attentive. It was like they was brother and sister. It really was, and I thought it was just so sweet the way she took care of him like I would take care of him. On the other flip side, I was like, I need a break. So she gave me a break. But I mean, I was taking care of Joseph that day too. But she was just being so attentive to him. And I loved it. It's hard to find people that are good friends like that. It really is. It really is. Because
we love you too, Melissa.
and another reason why I say this is because you befriend people sometime and they will turn on you. They will flip the script on you, or they'll go in they'll get cuckoo on you. Like, remember? We had a friend that we had, and they were nice. And then all of a sudden, cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. People get cuckoo on you. Some of them get obsessive, compulsive. Some of them get obsessive and want to control your narrative. Some get obsessive and they just want to control you as a person. And so, in finding friendships and stuff like that, it's so hard to just weave through all the different red tape that you have to weave through in order to gain someone's friendship, when in actuality, the only thing that Joseph and I require when it comes to friendship is for you to respect me and me to respect you, for you to treat me the same way you would want to be treated. And that's all. Does that seem hard? Why is that so hard for some people?
Honey.
Why do people have to feel like they have to put on a facade or a show, or they have to embellish and stuff to be your friend? Hey, Lips.
Lips says you spoke to hubby, so he jelly.
Oh, he always trying to start trouble with me. What he say? What he say?
He said, hey, my friend Tramel spoke to hubby. I'm jelly, I guess.
Whatever. You are so jealous. Don't be hating. Stop hating because I spoke to hubby. I spoke to you too. Stop hating. Stop hating, Lips. Don't be hating. Lips, don't do me tonight. Don't do me. I'm gonna say what you say to me. Don't do me. Don't do me, Lips, tonight. Stop being a hater. Stop drinking haterade. Now I know Big Ben holds Diet 7-Up and Diet Coke and all those different types of. I did not know Ben held haterade. Are you drinking haterade out of Big Ben?
We miss y'all too. We can't wait to get there. We cannot wait to get there.
Oh
and
yeah,
get back.
I miss them like terribly. I miss
I
them.
do.
I do. I miss y'all terribly. I do. I was so sad when we had to leave and we didn't get a chance to see y'all before we left. I was so sad. I was like, oh, we ain't gonna get a chance to see them before we leave. But Joseph was like, but Jamel will be back. He was like, Jamel will be back. So I was like, oh yeah, I know we'll be back. But I wanted to see them.
Melissa said, "Get it together." Diet Mountain Dew.
Oh, Diet Mountain, yeah. Because let me tell you something, Melissa. I don't care who she watch on YouTube. She knows the
If
facts.
she like you, she know the facts of every video you ever
Yeah,
made.
every single she know every
She
single
know
thing.
every podcast me and Tramel ever made.
Yes. I can like we can mention the name of one of our videos. She could tell us what we had on that night,
What we said,
what we
what
what we did, if we had a fight or not, were we funny,
Because
whatever. She
I
could
was
tell us
saying something
everything.
we said in the podcast. I said, I can't remember which podcast it was. She typed it right in the chat.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. She know it all. She knows it all about the McCraeKingz. Yes, she do.
And clearly now she know it all about Lips.
Mm-hmm.
Lips said, I'm drinking me some Diet Mountain Dew right now.
Stuff. Don't have no haterade in that cup. Now, Lips. But you know I love you. You know I love you, Lips. Or Joseph Jr.
Yeah, because I am older than him.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Lips was my age.
Oh, but you punch him.
So I'm the oldest out of all of y'all.
I believe so.
I'm the elder.
Hey, Lady Prophetess.
Okay, hey, Lady Prophetess. I'm the elder. No, I thought Lips was older. I actually thought he was older than me.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, Lips gonna get you.
So Lips is a young tender. Mm. I didn't know that. I really didn't know that.
I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Because I'll be 55 in December. I know Lips is a Capricorn, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Lips will be
January 1st.
Yep, January 1st. He will be.
Don't be putting people business
He'll be
in
on January 1st.
I'm 10 years your junior. Don't do me.
Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Yeah, you're younger than me.
Yeah, he's a young tender. Okay.
We the old ones of the crew.
Yes, I'm the OG. I'm the OG. But trust me, I wear my age like as a badge of honor. Trust me. I do. I wear my age as a badge of honor. I'm proud that I'm 55. I'll be 55 this year. And you know, I ain't saying I'm a supermodel. I look like a supermodel, but I'm proud to be 55 and look like this. Trust me. Because I done seen a whole bunch of 55-year-olds now that's got this walking with a cane.
What's wrong with that?
That can't walk.
What's wrong with that? You never know why a person can't walk. You talking about me? We gonna fight.
I mean, nobody talking about you, Crip Keeper.
You see what I'm saying? You see how you do me?
Yeah, I call him Crip. I call Joseph Crip Keeper sometime because he y'all. And then it's so funny. Y'all ain't never seen nothing funny.
Hubby said, "That's right. Put some respect on that age, honey."
That's right. Put some respect on it. But it's so funny seeing Joseph walk with a cane not because he has to walk with a cane, because he don't know how to use it.
Let me tell you something.
He don't know how to walk with a cane
in the middle of the street.
I'm like, Joseph, why are you walking with that cane like that?
Lips said, "Lay off the canes, honey."
No, Lips, you know, his cane makes him look very distinguished. It does.
Child, I can't do it.
His cane makes him look very distinguished.
And I fold that cane right up and say, Tramel, I can't. I'm gonna throw it in the garbage.
He gives up. Maybe Lips will inspire him, and Lips will show you how to walk with it. But he don't know how to walk with a cane, and it looks so awkward seeing him like, Papa, why are you walking with that cane like that? That's not how you're supposed to use it. He'd be like, Tramel,
I don't want to use it.
I don't want to use it. I don't want to use it. I'm like, but you know, it's gonna help you keep your balance and stuff like that. He's like, Tramel, I don't care. I'm just holding on to your shoulder, which I really don't mind. Like when Joseph and I go out, like when we're out and about and stuff like that, Joseph takes his hand and he puts it on my shoulder like this, and he holds himself up for balance. And I really don't mind. I don't mind. I don't. If it listen, if he don't want to use the cane, he don't have to use the cane. It don't bother me in one way or the other. But I want him to learn how to use it so that just in
And I didn't
case
have a problem
I'm not
using the
around.
cane when I had the stroke. It's just that now that I can walk normal, I don't. It's
No,
awkward to me.
the same way you was using it back when you had the stroke, you using it now. It was the same thing. You really didn't know how to use it because you're not accustomed to it. You have to become like when you walk with a cane, you have to become accustomed to it. I walked with a cane for over 4 years. So I was accustomed to walking with it. It was like a natural thing. It became a natural. I used to walk down the street, honey, and it would be like I was like running a marathon because I was so my swag. I see walking with a cane. You got to have it takes a certain swag. You gotta have a certain kind of swag. You
Well, I
gotta
don't have
add
a
it.
swag. I have a swag.
You
So
gotta
maybe
add it
that's
to your.
why I can't do it.
Well, no, you have to apply it to your swag. You got swag. It's just that you have to apply that instrument to your swag. Like with Lips, I'm pretty sure when he first started working with a cane, it was awkward to him too. But as he went along, it just became a part of his person. And that's what I'm saying. That's what the swag is about it. Like, because Lips, the way he walks with a cane is just so distinguished, because he's so tall. Me and tall men, honey, because you tall. Like you and him are almost the same height, if not the same height.
Be taller than me.
But he just looks so distinguished using his cane. But when you have to walk with a cane and it becomes your regular normal walk of life, you become accustomed to using it, and you're just not accustomed to using it, nor do you have the interest of like using it because we really don't go out enough for you to have to use it really.
Mm.
And when we do, you always hold on to my shoulder, which I love. I don't even want you to use the cane because I love, like when we go out, Joseph,
Hey,
he
JLC.
walks behind me. He always walks behind me, and that's because I'm Beyonce and he Jay-Z. That's a whole nother story, y'all. But I love the fact that my husband walks behind me because I feel protected, and I love to feel the weight of his hand on my shoulder as he's walking. I really do. I enjoy it. And so that's how like if you guys would ever see us out, that's how you're gonna see us. You're gonna see me, and then you're gonna see Joseph holding on to my shoulder and walking behind me.
Or maybe not, because sometimes I'll
Or
be
walking on
behind
the
y'all.
side. Yeah, sometimes he walks on the side of me. And sometimes he doesn't, he doesn't hold on to me at all. But when he does, I love it. Like nowadays, it's very awkward for me when he does not hold on to my shoulder. I'll be like, can you handle yourself? I'll be like, you okay? Can you handle yourself? Your balance is okay. He'd like, Jamel, I'm okay. I can walk. I can walk.
Let
Um,
me tell y'all something, honey. When I was walking normal, honey, this one was slow like molasses. Now that I
what's
need
that?
help, honey, he be speed walking through things. I'm like, could you slow down? Could you slow down, please?
I don't think I'll be walking fast. My legs are long, Joseph. I'm 6 feet.
Before you used to walk slow.
Really? I used to walk
You
slower than
used to
you.
walk slower than me.
Really?
Now you be speed walking. I was like, at first I was like, he's doing this on purpose,
I
but
don't
I know
remember
you
that.
wasn't. But I'm like, it's funny how when I could walk normal before the stroke,
Mm.
oh honey, he was little, send me the snail, honey. Now that I can't keep up, oh he want to speed walk through stuff.
I don't be walking fast because I know you can't walk fast, Joseph.
Dirk says, slow down.
I know you can't walk fast, so I don't be walking fast. I don't know if
Well,
you know
if
about.
that's his version of slow, honey, it could be his version of slow. But for me, it ain't slow enough.
No, you over exaggerate. And then he's always apologizing to me. I'm like, Joseph, stop apologizing to me. He's like, Tramel, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I know you want to speed up, or I know you want to go here, or I know you want to go there, and you have to wait for me. I apologize. I don't mind.
I was
I don't
apologizing to you and
mind.
Melissa that day.
Yeah, you apologize all day, and I kept on telling you to stop.
Because
Because he
I just
apologized.
feel some
You know
kind of
what it
way.
is? He's so used to having his own independence. Joseph is a very independent person. He don't like for nobody to help him already. He don't like for people to help him. He be like, get out my way, get away from, get away, get away, get away. He don't like for nobody to help him anyway. And so when he allows you to help him and stuff like that, he always feels like he has to be apologetic. And I'm like, Joseph, I'm your husband. You're supposed to hold on to me. When you can't, it's like lean on me. When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. You're supposed to hold on to me when you need to hold on to me. No question. You don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize for that. You don't have to apologize for walking slow. If I wanted to speed up, I'm gonna say, Joseph, stay right here. I'll be right back. And he don't even like when I do that. Like when we in the grocery store, I'll say, okay, Joseph, I'm gonna go down this aisle and get this, and I will meet you at such and such place. No, 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 Tramel. I'm coming with you. He will. He don't even like for me to leave him in
And
the
then
grocery
he has
store.
the audacity to tell me to sit in them little ride around cars.
Yeah, I be telling her, like, Joseph. I said, Joseph, well, the little cars that they have in Walmart and stuff like that. I'm not getting in that. Why not?
Mm-mm.
I'll be like, why not? When I needed it, I used to get in it. What's the problem? I'm not getting in that, Shamel. I'm not doing that. I'm not no cripple.
Oh, Melissa.
What she say?
She said there was no need to apologize. It was just fine hearts and soul connected, which makes
Yes.
us all one unit.
Yes. And yeah, that's how it felt. It felt like we were all brothers and sisters and we were just hanging out together that day.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it felt like. Yeah. But I always tell him that Joseph, you don't have to apologize. You don't have to apologize for holding on to my shoulder and stuff like that. You don't have to apologize if you need to walk slow. You don't even have to apologize if you need to pace yourself. You don't have to apologize to me. I'm your husband. I appreciate your apology, but you don't. It's not necessary for you to do that.
I'll be said I better get that damn card.
Right, because I'm pretty sure he be making lips getting it. Well, he probably got lips. Do he have to make you get in the car? Hey, Monte.
I just don't be. Oh. I ain't that court person, honey. I just
Yeah, I
can't.
know. Ugh.
Mm-mm. Save your energy for when you need it. Well, that's true.
Yeah, yeah. When you get in the car, it saves your energy for when you really, really need it. It's nothing wrong. Let me tell you something. People ain't looking at you like you crazy. People are not looking at you strange just because you're sitting down and riding through the grocery store. If that was the case, then nobody would ride those carts. Nobody would get in those carts and ride. People are not looking at you like you're a cripple or you're handicapped or anything like that. It's just something normal. It's just something that happens. It's some people that get into the grocery store and they're just not able to walk or they just don't want to walk and they get in those carts and they go about their business and do their shopping. That's it. Now, another thing I wanted to ask y'all about tonight too is forgiveness. Now, listen, I'm for what Tyler Perry says. Tyler Perry says that forgiveness is not for them; it's for you. And I'm a strong believer in that. Forgiveness is not for them, and it's not for you. And also, in addition to that, when it comes to me and forgiveness, in addition to that, yes, forgiveness is not for them; it's for me. But I don't feel like I feel like even if let's say you make a decision to forgive somebody, just because you make a decision to forgive somebody don't mean that doesn't mean that they deserve to know that you forgave them. Everybody don't deserve that courtesy. That's a courtesy. That is a gift. When you make a decision to forgive somebody for doing you wrong or doing something to you, it's a gift for you to forgive them. But it doesn't necessarily mean that they have to know that you forgave. You have to call them and say, "I forgive you for what you did to me." Everybody don't deserve that. What do y'all think?
Me?
Yeah, what do you think?
Well, if you call me and say I'm sorry, I'll be like, okay, and you'll never hear from me again. Because
Hmm.
that's just who I am as a person.
Right.
If you call me and say, do you forgive me? Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Don't worry about it. Go about your life.
Right.
I'm over it. Because, like you said, fuck them. It's none of your business if I forgive you or not. I don't have to tell you I forgive you
Well,
because
no. What I'm
you're never
saying.
going to talk to me again because
Mhm.
I'm never going to speak to you again. It, just because you get one time to fuck with me, and then I'm done. So it doesn't matter if I forgive you or not because we're never, ever going to speak again in this
No,
lifetime.
but what I'm saying, it's not about that. I'm not talking about whether or not you speak
No,
again.
no, I'm saying
What I'm saying,
forgiving somebody and move. First of all, I don't hold grudges. You see, I don't stay mad for long.
right,
I say what I gotta say and I move on with my life.
right,
So a person coming back asking for forgiveness or telling me they sorry is cool. But if they think that we gonna speak again and be friends again, that's not gonna happen.
right. But what I'm saying to you is this: is if you make a decision to forgive someone, are there people that you have forgiven
Hmm.
that you feel deserve the right to know that you forgave them?
No, because it shouldn't have messed with me in the first place.
Right. See, I deal with that accordingly. I deal with it accordingly. I don't. Let's see.
Hey, Indy.
I have never run into someone that I've had a issue with or something like that that I have forgiven and I've gone to them and said, "Well, if even in spite of you doing this to me, I forgive you." I've never said that to anyone because there are certain people in this world doing even well, it depends on the situation for me. Um, whether or not you deserve the right to know. And for the most part, you'll probably never know that I forgave you. You probably won't. Because if you say to me, Shamel, I want you to forgive me. Hey, please forgive me.
My response is gonna be
I'm not,
okay.
9 times out of 10, I'm not even going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything. If I don't want you to know that I forgave you, I'm going to be quiet, and you'll probably walk away still thinking that I haven't forgiven you. But
Right.
there's a lot of people in this world, like just recently, a friend that we had just recently that I've forgiven this person, but they don't have no right to know that. They don't have no they're not they don't deserve to know, as far as I'm concerned. As much as I've forgiven them, they don't deserve to know that I forgave them, and that's just that. And they'll never know, as far as I'm concerned, they'll never know, whether or not I forgave them. That's just it.
Well, I
Hey Trisha,
I mean, it's
that's
just
just how I am with forgiveness. I just really don't believe it. Like it's like the governor giving somebody a pardon. Very very it's very rare for you to know that I've forgiven you. I'll sit on that information until the day I die. I sit on that information till the day I die. Hmm.
it's not even that, but you should have never did nothing to me in the first place.
Right. I mean,
Then if
yeah,
you never did nothing to me in the first place,
you ain't
you
got to
wouldn't have
worry
to
about
come
all
back
that.
talking about you forgive me, I'm sorry. La, 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 la. Now it's one thing if you do something and don't realize it, and I'm just in my
Right,
feelings,
right, right.
and you come back and say I'm sorry, or that wasn't my intent. Do you forgive me? That's something totally different. But when you know what you did, you done did some malicious shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting there like, oh, this bitch is trying me, huh? And just because you said, y'all heard how I sounded in the beginning of this live.
Mm-hmm.
Just because I forgive you don't mean I won't get your ass back.
Mm-hmm. And why do people apologize? There's so many people. Like I'm not. If I can't apologize to you sincerely, I'm not apologizing. And there's a lot of people out here that just apologize just to get along. They apologize just because they think that's what the person wants to hear. And sometimes they just apologize knowing that they really are not sincere about their apology.
Right,
Because they
LB?
continue to do the same goddamn thing over and over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had somebody apologize to me last week. And based on what they did this week, the apology means absolutely nothing to me because I feel like it was all a lie. That's why I call it a poly line.
Right.
You apologize. You apologize. Stop apologizing. You know what I'm saying? Stop apologizing. Don't apologize to somebody unless you can sincerely say, unless you feel it in your spirit. Like my husband say, unless you feel it in your spirit. Let me tell you something. If I don't care, I do not care. I ain't apologizing for nothing that I don't want to apologize for.
Okay, NB. I
Nothing.
agree with you.
Nothing. My mama called me out on somebody. She was like, Tramel, you need to apologize to this person. And no, I'm not. I don't care how you feel. And my mother's still upset with me because I won't apologize to this person. No, I'm not apologizing because I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. I don't feel as though I owe this person an apology. So why am I gonna apologize? Just to make you feel good? Just to make you feel good?
No, because I ain't
Just
gonna
to make
never tell
somebody
you.
else feel good? I'm not apologizing to make somebody else feel good and say, "Oh, great, now you're friends." No, don't happen that way.
Mm-mm.
If I can't sincerely apologize and feel it in my heart that I'm sorry, you ain't getting no apology out of me. You ain't getting no apology out of me. And if you do get an apology out of me, know that I know that you're going to appreciate it because that apology comes from my heart and it comes with all the sincerity in my heart. But as far as me um, apologizing to you for the sake of something else or for the family,
Child,
for the for to set an example,
9 times out of 10, I did
to
what I
prove a
wanted to
point,
do
I'm
because
not
I
doing
wanted
that.
to do it, and I said what I said because it needed to be said.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
So
I'm not.
it ain't never gonna be an apology from me.
No.
And if it is, it's because you came to me and said you made me feel this kind of way when you did such and such and so and so. And if that wasn't my intent to make you feel that way, I have no problem with apologizing at that point. But if my
Right,
intent
Melissa.
was to make you feel that way,
Mm-hmm.
oh well, deal with it.
Yep. That right, Melissa, you right. Swipe. Access denied. Beep. Sorry, you have insufficient funds.
Right, BL.
It's
That's what I
very
say.
that. It's very that.
Fuck apologies.
Yeah, it's very that.
Don't do it in the first
I'm gonna
place.
keep it very bit middle with you, honey, from a distance.
People don't understand that. Don't do it in the first
Yeah,
place.
don't do it in the
See,
first
I'm
place.
saying malicious stuff. Now, you could just be sitting around joking around with somebody and you say something and they get in their feelings. I'm not saying don't apologize for that because it happens sometimes. It's
Mm-hmm.
unintentional. It's never been said before or done before, and it's very unintentional. And if a person comes to you and say, when you said such and so, I felt such and such a way. And if that wasn't your intent at the time,
Right.
I don't have a problem with a person apologizing. And you should
Mm-hmm.
apologize because if you really didn't mean to
That
make
right there,
if
BL.
you really didn't mean that person to feel that way, then you should apologize.
That right there, BL. You're absolutely right. Apologies, he said, thinking before action. Thinking before you got to think before you speak. You really got to think before you take action on somebody. Before you take your hammer about your pocketbook and bust a bitch side the head, you got to think about, okay, if I bust this bitch side the head and this bitch start bleeding, honey, she might die. And then I'm going to jail for murder.
Am I gonna have to apologize?
You know? You got to think about stuff before you do it. Your actions, because actions always are going to speak louder than words. You got to think about some of the things that you do before you got to think about what your action is going to be. You know, some people that get mad, honey, they just blindly go and just pow. You can't always make that decision. Like you can't always do it like that. Sometimes, child, there's people right now, honey. Let me tell you something. Joseph, this is true. There's some people right now that I just want to, that I just be wanting to grab them by their arms and shake them. Or I just want to punch them in the face. Can't do that. We can't do that. I think one of our friends was asking us, do I have road rage? I'm that bitch. I do. I have road rage and I have to control it because I'm that bitch that will get out the car.
But wait,
What?
the real Kiki is he have road rage in the passenger seat.
I have road rage in the passenger seat. I'm the bitch that will get out the car, honey, and knock on your window. Hello? Excuse me, what's the motherfucking problem? And they be looking at me like, is this motherfucker crazy? He done got out his goddamn car on me. Yeah, bitch, I got out my car on you. I ain't scared of you. I've done it. I just did it last week. We was in traffic jam because there was this commercial truck that was in front of us and he was just sitting there. And he was holding up traffic. So I put my car in park and got out the car and told him, you need to move this motherfucking truck. You see all this goddamn traffic you got blocked back here? And this motherfucking shit, he banging on the window at me. I jumped up on the cab of his truck and banged back on the window. And he banged back. We were standing there having a banging session on his window. Unbothered. Now he could have had a gun in his car. He could have had anything to bust me side my head. I wasn't thinking about that. But I should have thought about it because I could have really got hurt. I could have really hurt myself. There's been times like Joseph got road rage too. Like the other week when he was getting ready to kill the man at the Dunkin' Donuts. Remember he was going to beat the man up at the Dunkin' Donuts?
Well, last week when I cursed that boy.
Yeah. Joseph got, and I'm like, Joseph, calm down. Like the guy that was said that you had nice nails.
He said, I like your blue nails. I said, I like them more when they wrapped around your throat, strangling the motherfucking life out of you, bitch.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I said, these hands is bisexual. That bitch in the passenger seat can get it too.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Because she was the one who started everything. So I was going to punch her in her face too. These hands bisexual, baby. I'm gay, but these hands is bisexual. Don't get it twisted.
Yeah, I'm straight up hood, child. I'm straight up hood. I will get out of my car. I'm that bitch. I will get out my car, honey. I will give you the high beams all the way home, honey. As long as you following me, my high beams will be on you. I will do every single thing I can possibly do to agitate your ass. Get out the car, bitch. You want to get out the car and fight? Let's go. That's just me. And, I hope and pray that my road rage does not get me hurt or killed one day. I don't have it like my mom had. My mom has it really bad. My mother will follow you home. I ain't following a bitch home because I don't know what you got in your motherfucking house. I ain't going to follow your ass home. And then really, I'm going to really have to like calm myself down in Georgia. I really am going to have to calm myself down because I watched the first 48. I can't tell you how many cases I've seen of people getting killed because of their road rage. So I'm really gonna have to calm myself down in Georgia. You know, I really am, because you know there's no gun laws. I mean, there's gun laws in Georgia, but people have a license to carry. They can freely
Now
carry their
you can just
guns.
freely carry your guns now.
They can carry their gun in their car. So you know, my guess is, and this, and it may not be true, but my thinking is that 90% of the people that live in Georgia got a
Got a
gun,
gun.
got a gun in their car. You know,
And
I'm not gonna be at
definitely,
no shootout at the OK
and
Corral,
most of them got a
putting
gun
my
in their
husband in
house.
danger because I'm mad or because I got road rage. You know, I'm not gonna be driving down the highway doing a drive by on somebody on the highway. You know, just because I'm mad. You know, because there's people out there that do crazy shit like that, y'all. It is. There's people out there that do crazy shit like that. So you got to be careful. Sometimes it's best to just not say nothing and live another day than to engage with somebody that could potentially kill your ass. And ain't nobody killing me over no dumb shit. I'm not gonna get killed over no dumb shit. I'm not gonna get killed because I said, "You motherfucker," out the window. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Sometimes you gotta take a L. Sometimes you just gotta take it. And that's just that.
It
You
is
know,
what it
I don't play with
is.
my life. That's one thing I don't do. I don't play with my life like that. Now, New Jersey, it's because I
Flip
know
said,
the
child,
dynamic.
you better have the blocky, honey.
Right. Yeah. See, here in New Jersey, people don't carry guns every day. The gangsters do. The Bloods and the Crips, they carry guns. I got a gun pulled out on me. I didn't even do nothing. I don't know what I did to this boy a couple of months ago. Y'all remember I told y'all I'm sitting there waiting for Joseph to come out of dialysis, and this dude got out the car and he pulled the gun and shot at me, and I didn't even know what I did. I don't know. I could have passed him. I don't know if I cut him off on the road, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's very rare that you run into somebody that carries a gun unless you go to the hood around here.
Flip said, I ain't going nowhere without Millie and Vanilli. My nine and my clip.
Okay? And that's cool. You know, of course, I plan to get a gun for protection. But do I plan to get a gun that I'm going to pull out on somebody just because I have road rage? I'm not. No, I'm not doing that. Mm-mm. I done seen too many brothers get killed at the Waffle House down in Georgia.
Oh, yeah, child. The Waffle
The
House is
Waffle House is
notorious.
legendary, child, for killing the girls or for the girls getting killed. I've seen too many of them. I'm not. No. Mm-mm. What time is it?
Millie and Vanilli. Oh, you got half an hour.
Oh yeah. Okay. We still got time. We doing good time, y'all. We doing good time. Yes. What else we gonna talk about tonight, Joseph?
I don't
Well, it's
know.
Friday night. It is Friday night. You know what? I remember back in the day when I was in my 30s. You know, when I was a nice young tender, running wild and free. I used to just be going to take a nap, laying down to take a nap to
No.
go to the club.
I'd be waking up from a nap.
I would not be. I'd be still asleep. I didn't used to get up until like midnight, maybe 1 a.m. Because I would always party in New York, and y'all clubs in New York didn't most a lot of the clubs in New York didn't open until like maybe
Oh,
12
if
midnight
I
or
was still
something.
home and when I'm thinking Albert.
No, I'm talking the Sound Factory Bar. I'm talking the
Oh, when I
Tunnel.
was home, if I was going to the Octagon, I would just be waking up and then I would jump in the shower
Right.
and get cutesy. And by that time, it'd
I'll be done
probably be
rolled me
1
about 3 or 4
o'clock.
blunts by now. I'd wake up and I'd be done smoke one when I got in the bathroom, smoke one when I got out the bathroom, taking my shower, and then had one to smoke on the way to the club, and then had another one in my pocket
Then
to
I
smoke
probably
when I
head to
got
the
there.
train
Uh-huh.
and tell my best friend I'll meet him at 33rd Street at 2 o'clock. Because it was going to take me about an hour to get there. 10
Right,
o'clock come.
right.
And we rolled down to the club.
I don't know why you like that club so much. I couldn't stand Albert's.
Well, friend.
I thought Albert's was so corny.
What happened? Well, friend. Just get the behind me. Because if you mess with me or my loved ones, I'm going to make sure you land right where you stay to explain to the police because I know we ain't bothered you.
Oh, Lord have mercy,
And you know,
child.
if I'm there, honey, they did whatever he said. Whatever he said, they deserved it.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Whatever he said, they deserved it. I told him to get back in their car and leave them the hell alone.
No, you and hubby, we told them that the two of them was crazy, but they ain't want to listen to us.
Exactly. I told them folks that you fucking with a heavyweight. You fucking with a heavyweight. But no, they didn't want to get back in their car and leave. So they got what they got. Period, poo.
Period, Pooh. Or Mary had a little lamb.
Mm-hmm.
Period, Pooh. I can't wait to get down to Georgia. Y'all have no
Oh, I
idea.
can't wait. Yes, I'm going.
And today, an opportunity was presented to us to come even sooner, but I can't do that because I have to make sure that all my dialysis stuff is set up and right. So, it's a process. It's a process, but we'll get there when we're supposed to be there. We will get there when we are supposed to be there, definitely. But yes, I wanna write Melissa because we don't bother nobody. So I have to pull Millie and Vanilla. You definitely deserve right. See, that's my thing. That's why I get mad because I don't bother nobody. I don't bother nobody. I treat people the way I want to be treated, and I don't bother nobody. So when people come out of left field, like last night and today, where they okie doke and bullshit, I'll be ready to go in. I'll be ready to child. I'll be ready to. Ooh, Lord Jesus, Lord Jesus, Lord God, today, as Tremel would say, because I don't bother nobody. Tremel can tell you I don't bother nobody. I mind my business. I don't bother nobody. But when people bother me, I go into like a fit of rage because I don't. But hey, Melissa Mosley, because I don't bother nobody. So it's like, why are you bothering me? Like, leave me alone. Especially when you want to say things about me and I haven't even done anything to you. I'm just guilty because you and my husband having an issue. So you gonna throw me in the mix? No, bitch. You should have just left your issue with him, cause Tramel, either he gonna get you, or he gonna try to talk me out of getting you, and that's what he did. No, Papa, don't. You gotta understand. I don't have to understand shit. You understand? That's your friend. That ain't my motherfucking friend. I don't give a fuck about the bitch. Fuck him, fuck his life, and fuck every dead motherfucker he know. I don't give a fuck. Now run tell that, whoever watching that wanna run tell what the fuck we say on the video. Run tell that shit, bitch.
Whew, I'm sorry,
I am
y'all.
not my husband.
I had to go and relieve myself. Oh, them water pills, Joseph. Oh, God.
Listen, my day was good because you had the audacity to do so. Now you done right, Melissa. That's
What?
my point.
What?
So like that's why I agree with Lips. If I know, and normally I associate myself with people that don't start trouble, because I don't like people that start trouble. Because if you start trouble, I will stand there and let you get your ass beat. Because I don't deal with people that start trouble. I don't. I don't deal with people that start trouble.
No, me neither.
I don't deal with people that start trouble. Oh, child, let me block this
Oh,
bitch.
child, we got a troll. What is that?
Um, Best sex adulting, honey.
Whatever.
My grandfather always told me if you pull it, use it. So I will hold my peace until I know you mean my family. some harm, and then you deserve right.
Right. Hold your
Exactly,
peace and let the
Rich.
Lord fight your battle.
Exactly.
Hold your peace and let the Lord fight your battle. Yeah.
I see, boo. I see you got him.
Can you block them?
Melissa did.
Okay.
Ooh, that means we getting better, honey. Because when they come in the chat, you know you doing your little job then, honey.
Mm-hmm.
You doing your little job when they start coming in the
Yes.
chat.
I have to say, we have really been gaining momentum with our channel and with our likes and with our subscribers. We've gained how many subscribers? New subscribers?
91.
91 new subscribers. That's
And
almost
shout out to
100.
all 91 of you.
Yes, shout out to all 91 of you new subscribers. That's an accomplishment. And we've only been doing this for what, like 2 weeks now? And we've gained that many
Wait till we
subscribers.
do Coffee with the Kings.
Yeah. Yeah. So thank you guys for all of your support and being here. I know it's not easy for a lot of you guys to be here. You're here supporting us simply because you really love engaging with us and stuff like that, and we appreciate it. It's this is the late night. This is the late night. Most people are in the bed and sleeping and getting ready for work tomorrow by 10. And we come on at 10:30.
Well, I hope they ain't working on Saturday, honey.
Well, some people work on Saturdays.
They do. And thank y'all for supporting the Kings the way y'all do.
Yeah,
We appreciate
we
it.
appreciate it. You know what? We had a good year with with our subscribers this year. When we told everybody that we were going to be doing some Pride events this year, y'all went on our Amazon wish list and bought every single thing that we asked for. Our Amazon wish list was complete. Y'all went out and bought all the clothes that we put in
Thank you,
there.
Lips.
Y'all went and bought all the shoes that we put in there. Y'all even bought the crowns that we wore on our heads. You guys have just been supporting us all year.
And we appreciate it.
Yeah, and we appreciate it. We really do. We really appreciate it. That's why I get so excited when people want to meet us. Like I remember before Melissa, I was so excited to meet Melissa.
Now run up that cash app. No, I'm joking.
Yeah, I get so excited when people want to meet us. I do. And even when people want to meet us, they treat us so nice. Like I remember Lisa?
We met Lisa Schumann.
You remember she met us? She wouldn't let us pay for anything. She wouldn't. She was like, no, y'all ain't paying for nothing. And she paid for everything. Yeah. And just nice, just being nice. We met Lips and his husband.
And Lips said, Joseph, you really are a kind spirit. Thank you.
Yeah, that's what he said to you. That's what he said to you.
I'm a kind spirit.
When he met you, he was like,
y'all, let me tell you, people think that I mean, I come across that way, but when you really get to know me, you'll know that I'm not.
He's the sweetest person you ever want to meet in your whole entire life.
And see, I put that brick wall up to ward off bullshit. Because a lot of people look at me and they think twice. They're like, oh, I can't get over on that motherfucker. So they go, and I appreciate that. But then you have the ones that want to infiltrate and be like, oh, I'm going to get him. I'm going to get him anyway. And then see, when they get when they get the little teddy bear at first, they confused when the grizzly bear come out because they wasn't expecting the grizzly bear. They was only expecting the teddy bear and thought they had a fucking fool. But then when the grizzly bear come out, then it's, oh my God, why do you have to go this far? Because if you slap me, don't think I'm going to slap you back. I'm going to break each one of your motherfucking 5 fingers that you hit me with because I'm going to go the extra mile. I'm not going to do to you what you did to me. I'm going to go the extra mile so that you think twice where all your fingers is in a motherfucking cast and you sitting there looking stupid. You'll think twice before you slap another bitch because I'm just that bitch to do that. Because I don't have to get you the way you got me. I'm going to go the extra mile and I'm going to turn your entire puss. I ain't gonna say what I want to say. I'm gonna turn your entire puss inside out, so that you know the next time you might be dealing with a bitch like me, or maybe you might not. But you'll think twice before you try to mess with somebody that was being nice up front, and was being nothing but a friend.
I have to say, my husband is the sweetest person you ever want to meet in your whole entire life. He'll give you the shirt off his back. He really will. But don't cross him. Don't cross him. Please don't.
Because it makes me mad because I don't bother nobody.
Yeah, and he don't.
If I was a
he don't.
troublemaker, so be it. But I don't bother nobody. I don't even like people. So believe me, like Melissa was a shock to me when I first talked to her on the phone for over like damn near 8 hours. I was like, oh my God. I just gelled with her. When I met Lips and his husband, we just gelled, and it was refreshing. Because I even told Tramel, I said, this is so nice to finally start meeting people that I actually like. Because Tramel knows. I'll meet you and be looking at him like, don't ever ask me to do that.
Yeah,
again.
I was afraid.
I don't like that.
I was afraid when we met Lips, and Lips was like, Tramel, I was afraid to meet you. Remember, he was like, I was afraid to meet you. I was afraid that Joseph wasn't going to, I didn't know how Joseph was going to react to us meeting, Lips and his husband, and the way it just turned out, guys. It
was amazing.
It was amazing. It was one of the greatest nights of our lives because we sat down and we had something to eat, and we conversated like we knew each other for years.
Mm-hmm.
We did. We conversated like we knew each other for years, and it was just so beautiful. We talked about it all the way home.
If they hadn't just come back from Vegas, we probably would have sat there, ordered more food, and been there longer. I promise you.
We probably been there with the place closed. Yeah, but that's a moment in time that I'll cherish for the rest of my life.
Because I'm telling you, I don't meet people like Melissa and Lips and his husband. I'm telling y'all, it just is not who I am as a person.
No, just people up in Jersey are shade fest. Just tell the truth, Joe.
Sat down and met people with Tramel and been like, I ain't never doing this again. And he'd be like, what? I was like, something about that bitch I don't like. And he'd be like, Papa, you didn't give him a chance. I gave him all the chance they gonna get. In that 2 hours we was there, that was the only chance they ever gonna get with me. So if you want to go back with them, you go ahead. But I don't ask me because I'm not doing it.
Like one of my friends, even before I met them, he found out what their sign was. He was like, Tramel, it's not going to turn out good. And it didn't. You know what I'm talking about, right? He was like, Tramel, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. I know he gonna do something that's gonna make me want to beat him into the new city of Jerusalem, honey. And that's exactly what it almost came to.
One thing that God gave me was the discernment when it came to people.
He's right about that.
Don't give me their backstory. I don't give a fuck what happened to them as a child. I don't care what happened to them.
And I hate it. I
don't care what happened to them as an adult. If I tell you somebody ain't right,
I hate it.
Trust me, they ain't right.
Yeah.
And you don't have to believe me, but just understand when I tell you I'm not fucking with them, that I'm not fucking with them. And then when you come back and tell me, oh, you was right, I know I'm right. I was right when I told you. I just have this discernment.
And you know what
I've learned to people.
I've learned to trust your judgment on that. Like Joseph has come to me and said, Tramel, like that person, I'll be like, I won't speak to him no more.
And I don't do that for that. I really be doing it to let him know, Tramel, don't be careful what you tell him. Be careful what you do, because don't trust this bitch. And I don't because I'm never going to tell my husband who he can and can't speak to. That's just not who I am as a person. I'm never going to tell anybody who they can and cannot speak to.
I'm
I
just a
just
person
don't
that
do
tries to
that.
give people the benefit of the doubt.
But
Joseph is like, no, Trevor, you'll get it, but no, everybody don't get that.
if your spirit don't hit me right in the first 5 to 10 minutes of saying hello, my name is, bitch, go about your
And
business.
he'll say to me, he'd be like, Tramel, my spirit, honey. He'd be like, Tramel, my spirit. My spirit just ain't sitting right. Like just earlier today, he was talking about
We was talking
somebody,
about a
and he was like,
situation,
Tramel, he said,
and he was getting
he
nervous.
was like, Tramel, I feel like a little shade. There was a little shade. I feel in my spirit that there was a little shade, honey, thrown. And I was like, are you sure? You know, and we had a conversation about it. We did. We had a
Mhm.
conversation about it. But he was like, Tramel, I'm sure.
And
I'm
it
very
wasn't.
sure.
He was getting
I
nervous,
said,
but
can
it
you?
wasn't about.
I said, is it shade or could it have been a misunderstanding? He was like, yeah, Tramel, it could have been a misunderstanding. It could have been something. I said, could have been a situation where the person didn't want to say anything because they didn't know how you were going to react, or what could it have been something like that. He was like, yeah, it could have been that. You know, I said, okay, well, just think about all those things before you
Because he was
just
scared.
narrow it down to shade. Because
He was
I was
scared I was
scared.
going to just be like, I ain't fucking with them no more. But it wasn't that. I was just releasing what I felt to my husband and letting him know that, I think this is the situation. So just be prepared if we have to like move in a little different way,
Hmm.
that this is why we have to move in a little different
Right,
way.
right.
It really wasn't, I'm not going to fuck with them no more. It
Yeah.
wasn't that. It was that, because, you know, shit happens. I'm not going to cut somebody off just because, like, I don't get a bad vibe from them, but I just feel like there was a little shade.
Property back.
Huh? They back as who? Hold on.
Well, you know, you know, and what I said to him, I said, well, if you feel as though you need to keep an eye on that, or if you need to be mindful of that and put it in the back of your mental Rolodex, then by all means, that's what you feel like you got to do, then do it. That's it. You know, if that's what you feel the need to do, or if that's how you feel, that's how you feel.
Right.
Oh,
So it is what it is, child.
yeah. What time is it?
3 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, we coming up on the 3 minute mark, y'all, and we're
Mm-hmm.
about to end the show. Before we end the show, I just want to really encourage you guys to go over to our McCraeKingz boutique and tell us what you think. What you think is there?
Or what you would like to see
Yeah,
there.
or what you would like to see there. Is there some things that you would like to see there? Um, you know, are the prices okay? I know that when you make your first purchase on our at our boutique, I think you get free shipping. I
Now, I
think
am
so.
going to tell y'all this. If you order the lifetime membership shirt,
Uh-huh.
do not order it in navy blue,
Right. Don't order it in navy blue
because
because the letters are gonna come blue,
the navy
and
blue
the
and the black lettering,
yeah,
it just looks like a blue t-shirt. In the
yeah,
sunlight, you'll see that there's something on it, but navy
yeah.
blue
You
is
can order
not.
it in any other color because it comes in like a assortment of colors. I
And
mean,
don't ask me how I found
it
out.
comes in a whole bunch of colors. Yes, it comes in like green and red and blue and yellow. It comes in like
All those colors are
a host
fine,
of colors, but just don't get the
but don't
navy
get the
blue.
navy blue because the black lettering doesn't show up.
Yeah, the black
You
lettering doesn't
actually
show
have
up.
to fix that and change the lettering to white
Yeah,
so that you can see what it says.
yeah.
Because we ordered a bunch of shirts for the members to send to them,
Uh-huh.
and we got all these blue t-shirts, and
And
I'm
they,
like,
and
well,
I was like, well, where's the
we
dollar?
can't
Where's the
send this to them because you can't even see what it said.
right, right.
So that's how we found out.
Yes. Now I love the leggings. I think the leggings that I designed and all the merchandise is designed by me. Um, and I'm so proud of the leggings. I'm very proud of the socks and the tote bags, and I'm very proud of the coffee mugs that I designed. I'm proud of a lot of different pieces of merchandise that I designed on the site at the boutique. Like we said, if you see anything that you like, order it.
Right.
If you don't see what you like and you're interested in getting something particular, we can accommodate you. We do custom merchandise as well um, on our website. We do custom merchandise. All we ask is that you send us an email, shoot us an email, tell us what it is that you desire, and we will try to fulfill that. If we're
You
not able
ordered
to
some
fulfill
leggings,
that,
Melissa?
oh, did she? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay, yeah. If you're not able to, if we're not able to fulfill it, we'll let you know. But 9 times out of 10, we can fulfill any request that you guys like. Like for instance, remember a couple of years ago when we named in Q's World Queen Tornado.
Mm-hmm.
We made a custom shirt for her. Remember,
All right.
made a custom shirt for her. We've made custom shirts for several people. So if there's something that you want, if there's a specific color, a specific design of some sort that says, of course, the McCraeKingz on it, or Dare to Be Different,
Like
by all
Medina wanted
means.
a picture with Joe Mel on it, so we made the pillow.
Right, we made the Jomel pillow. Yeah. It took us, and we went through so much making that Jomel pillow
Mm-hmm.
because they thought,
No, it was the T-shirt.
yeah, the
Because the
t-shirt.
pillow they let him go on easy, but it
Right.
was the T-shirt that they kept
Yeah, because they
and the
thought
mug.
they
They
thought
kept
that he
throwing him off.
they thought that it was a
Fake picture.
copywritten picture.
Right.
So yeah, we do custom merchandise as well. So think about that, guys. Please order something for the McCraeKingz boutique. I'm telling you, we have a lot of stuff over there. We have masks, we have coffee mugs, we have water bottles, we
Hot and
have
cold cups.
hot and cold cups, we even have the tumblers over there, tumbler cups. We have glasses over there that you could purchase as well. Um, we can make up just about anything. So, just be mindful of that.
But with that being said, guys, follow us on all social media platforms. You know what they are. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, please hit that subscribe button and that notification bell. Make sure it's shaded in so that you do not miss when we go live or we drop new content.
Mhm.
Also, make sure if you want to be part of the McCraeKingz Kingdom, hit that join button. If you don't see it, the link is in the description box. And you can become a lord or a lady or a knight at our round table. Membership has its privileges. And he already told you to go to McCraeKingz Boutique. And right there under my finger is our Cash App. Please, if you can, please donate to the McCraeKingz platform, as we need to get some stuff, some new equipment, so that we could bring you our show the way we used to,
Mhm.
with the nice backgrounds with pictures of us in the background,
Mhm. Mhm.
saying "Coffee with
Our
the
our
King"
beautiful thumbnails that I
or "Pillow
designed. Yeah.
Talk."
Yeah.
Yes, please do that. Make sure
Yes.
you thumbs up the video on your way out if you haven't. And with that being said, guys, if nobody told you yesterday or today, because it's midnight, that they love you, know that Tramel and I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it.
Mhm.
And we will see you tomorrow night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Pillow Talk episode
Yes, and
13.
guys, yes, the Jomel pillow is still for sale in the boutique.
Yes.
You can still purchase that.
So, with all that being in your head and consumed in your mind right now, thank you guys again. Even though
Thank you.
Tramel thanked you earlier for coming
Thank
and
you.
spending your Friday night with us, we appreciate you. We love you.
Yes.
And we do it all for you.
Right. And no drinking and driving tonight. If you're going out tonight to the club and stuff like that, please be careful. If you're
Be
going out with a
safe.
group, stay with the group, especially you ladies. If you're going out together, stick together. I've seen too many girls get kidnapped simply because they didn't stay together. And don't drink and drive. A designated driver is always great, and an Uber is even greater. Take an Uber. All right, guys. So with that being said, walk in love, peace, sunshine, and happiness.
And all those great and wonderful things. And you know what it is. It ain't changed. It ain't never gonna change.
Show nothing. It's Team McRae.
All damn day. Later, y'all.
Talk to you guys later. Happy Friday.